Texas Thunder Radio. You know what? I told you earlier here, a little bit before 4 o'clock, I said I thought Sarah Hobbs was going to stop by, and lo and behold, you showed up. Hi, Sarah.
Hey, how you doing?
Well, I'm doing great. Welcome to Texas Thunder Radio. It's sure nice to have you here today.
Very much. It's good to be here.
You drove in all the way from the Houston area just to come see us today. You had so much other stuff going on, but
yeah. That's just fine by me. I'm off. We're going to some small towns.
Well, let's talk about Sarah is a singer-songwriter. We've talked about a lot of stuff before we got on the radio here this afternoon, including you went up to the Music Fest and up in Steamboat Springs, Colorado. So and I said, well, I knew I heard of you before, but this is your first. You're out on tour right now in support of your new Point of No Return.
Yes.
And before we get into all that, from Jefferson, Texas, not Jefferson County, but Jefferson, Texas, which is you said Northeast Texas near Marshall.
Yes.
And
it's right on the Louisiana line, so it's really pretty up there. It's very very swampy, a lot of rivers, but I love South Texas too. It's its own kind of pretty, and same with Jefferson. It's one of those things you either get it's super piney woods in one split second, and then it's swampy rivers in the next second. So it's cool.
So what did you grew up there, right?
Yes.
Originally from Jefferson? Now, tell me how the heck did you get started in music up there? Because I know that there's probably some other stuff. Probably went hunting a little bit, maybe.
Hunting?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you kidding? I've hunted since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. My Meemaw hunted, of course, my mom hunted, so it was just not even an option of,
what we're looking at, squirrels?
Not hunting. Everything.
Okay.
Which majority was deer. And then my stepdad got me into bow hunting like my freshman year of college, and I absolutely loved it. So I'm hooked on that completely now. A lot of hog hunting up there. We've got just an infestation of hogs.
Well, they're everywhere.
Ridiculous.
Everywhere, yeah. You show me a farmer
and remind me to show you a picture. My little brother actually sent me a picture of one just a little bit ago, and he's going hunting for it tomorrow.
Oh boy,
it's a beast.
Well, tell me about coming to that. I mean, there's the influence of music. I mean, I was looking on your website, and you just told me a little bit earlier that that y'all are working on a brand new website, which is going to be launched real soon.
Yes, any day.
Some of your influences over here. I mean, some of my favorites as well. I mean, you talk about Loretta Lynn, you talk about Gary Stewart, and I lost it on the page here. It didn't reload. So, but who? I mean, is that
Emmylou? Of course. I mean, she's just beautiful and classy and just wonderful. Of course. I mean, I couldn't be sitting here talking to you if I didn't say, of course, Merle Haggard. And,
right.
His styling of writing and. Oh gosh.
Was it the family influence, or was it just
huge family influence? I was lucky enough to get to grow up in the house that my great granddad built for my great grandma and their family.
Oh, awesome.
And it's kind of a sad story. She actually passed away in childbirth. But my great granddad never remarried, but raised the baby, made it. So he raised the baby and their 3 girls that they already had in that house. And every Saturday night, they would have like these big hoedowns and music, like literally every weekend from what my Meemaw would always tell me. And he played like big bass fiddle, and like everybody in the surrounding, couple of miles away would come in, and they would all just sing and play. And so you can walk into the house and feel that strong influence. And of course, my uncles all played, my dad played and wrote, and it was very, very much a heavy, influential time from the time I was young enough to know what music was.
What was the first instrument you picked up?
Guitar, definitely. That's the only thing that I play. Oddly enough, I would love to completely master and like kill harmonica. I just think that'd be cool. Yeah.
Well, I know a guy. He can sell you some. He's got some here in town if you need they might be for sale. But going by that, and then you fast forward a little bit. You're talking about growing up around the house, picking a guitar, and growing up family full of music. When did you start writing?
It's kind of a tricky question. I guess I was always really into like the creative writing in school. Loved that. As far as sitting down and writing a song, it was probably, I would say 6-7 years ago. So that came a little bit later. I think the creativity and the writing part was always there. But then once I started really picking along with the guitar and, kind of figuring all that out and being able to put the music with the words that were already there.
Right.
Then I was hooked. And now I love writing. It's very therapeutic, and I don't know. It's something about being able to sing your songs that you've written for people and then have them, thank the Lord above, tell you, that song got me through this, or this song has done this. And I've done that with so many artists. It's crazy having people do that to you. So,
well, was it Drinking Thing by Gary Stewart? Was that the one that got you through something? I was just asking.
Hey, you know what? It didn't hurt nothing.
Single again,
That's a good one as well.
423. So you fast forward a little bit and with recording and playing some of your first shows, and now I'm so happy to see your smiling face in our station because you're not jaded yet in this business at all whatsoever.
Lord, no. It can't be. I love it too much. I tell you what.
We haven't ruined you yet, but
no,
wait,
not yet.
Come see me in about 3 years.
Hey, I tell you what, I've been through some trials and tribulations in about the past 8 years, so that music's gonna really have to be hardcore for it to get me down because I'm pretty sound and happy where I am.
Well, that's good. That's good. We'll talk about this new record. Okay, so without any further ado, you got together with Sam Riggs in the studio and recorded this song. The story behind this song, the point of no return. I want to ask you about, is it, you have an album out now that's available, or EP?
Working on the EP right now. I actually do have, it is an album. It's a full-length album that with a band that I collaborated with in Louisiana. It's all their songs. They were actually, so Percy Sledge,
right?
Classic, old school. They were his band.
Okay.
They are huge into publishing and writing, and they were like, Sarah, we want you to come sing these songs for us and bring them back to life. So I did, and that was really cool, and I got to have a hand in production, so that was really, really cool.
Right.
So that's the full-length album that I do have that is available for people to download. As for my personal EP, it's going to be self-titled EP, probably 6 songs. I've got 3 completed, hoping to knock out 3 more. I've got the material ready, just saving up for it, all that good stuff. But
you got a GoFundMe thing yet?
Actually, that's going to launch as soon as the website launches. There's a huge music campaign that's going to be behind it. So I'm thrilled. I'm hoping to record these by the end of the summer.
Well,
I'm very hopeful.
I want to talk about it because I want to see if this song, before we hear it, tell me about Point of No Return, and then on the other side we'll talk about if people want to get a copy of it and where they can see and stuff like that. So what's the story behind Point of No Return?
So Sam and I got together and wrote this song together. And then I guess that was back in July of last year. And then we recorded it toward the end of August.
Okay.
So it, once production of it and mixing, mastering, everything came back, that was probably around the October to November. And then we actually were able to release it in April. So when he and I got together, we wanted to do a true duet. And that is one thing that, has been, something that people have said that this sounds like a true kind of old school duet because it's a lot of, there's a lot of even in it, but at the same time you can tell it's a Sarah Hobbs featuring Sam Riggs. But anyway, so Sam and I wanted one that was a happy and hopeful duet. So of course you're kind of limited on what you can do. You got heartbreak, we just got together, we hate each other, so we went for a hopeful one. We're hoping that
I can't even talk. Let a lot of people down.
I know, right? Jeez.
What is this? No.
I know. Happy what?
No, happy in country.
I tell you, no. It's we and another thing that was important to I think both of us was it's very much a dance song. Like I think you'll hear it in the dance halls during the summertime. It's a happy, hopeful song without being corny, if that makes sense. So it's that feeling that you have right before either one has made a move. You can feel the chemistry there. You know what's happening, and it's just one of those that
you've never been in that situation.
No, I haven't. Not at all. Not at all. It's a happy one though. You're waiting for that other person to make the move, and when they do, you're done.
Long distance dedication.
That's right.
Going out this afternoon.
That's
All
right.
Here is Sarah Hobbs in the studio with us. Here's a brand new single called Point of No Return on Texas Thunder Radio.
You walk by and brush against my skin, and I will fight the urge to pull you in, but it's all that I can do.
You don't think I know that your heart beats louder every time we're close, and I can't hide this feeling anymore, even if I wanted to, and I don't want to. I can't fight the flames any longer, so baby, light me up with your kiss. You know we're bound to fall into each other's arms if we go on like this. The hunger for your love's getting stronger. So darling, strike a match and watch me burn. Hold me close. We're dancing past the point of no return. Oh, I've been watching you from across the moon, and every time you move, everything inside me wants to follow through. With all these thoughts in my mind, and what are we trying to prove? I can't fight the flames any longer, so baby, light me up with your kiss. You know we're bound to fall into each other's arms if we go on like this. Girl, we can't go on like this. The hunger for your love's getting stronger. So darling, strike a match and watch me burn. Hold me close. We're dancing past the point of no return. I can't fight the flames any longer, so baby, light me up with your kiss. You know we're bound to fall into each other's arms if we go on like this. I can't go on like this. The hunger for your love's getting stronger. So darling, strike a match and watch me burn. Hold me close. We're dancing past the point of no return. Hold me close. We're dancing past the point of no return.
That's the, you heard it here. It's a new one from Sarah Hobbs, her debut single called Point of No Return on Texas Thunder Radio. That's featuring Sam Riggs, and you are on, we mentioned earlier, you're looking at a new website about to be launched. You're also all over the social media on Instagram
Yes,
and Facebook.
Absolutely.
And we're going to come back on the side. Would you do one live in the studio
Well,
with
sure
us?
I would. I
All right.
appreciate that.
Sarah Hobbs with us here on Texas Thunder Radio.
I'm Richard Weber at Weber.
Well, we got to say howdy to Mama listening up in Jefferson on TexasThunderRadio.com, I think, or TuneIn Radio. I hope she got to log in this afternoon.
She's good to go. She said, these are the call numbers? I said, that's it, Mama. You got it.
Well,
She was
good.
like, I'm so excited.
Who else is listening, did you tell me?
My little brother should be listening, TJ.
Mm-hmm.
Believe my dad is listening, and probably my stepdad. So it'd be my mom, Reba, little brother, TJ, dad, Tim, stepdad, Pete.
Yeah.
I think one of my best friends from back home is listening. She said she was going to. So
Are they blowing up your
Cassie.
phone right now and texting you? We hear you. We hear you. Well, you brought your ex in here with you, and you got a couple of shows this weekend. You were telling me you playing up in Irving, Texas.
Yes.
And up in the Metroplex, Dallas-Fort Worth area. And back home in Jefferson, you've got a show coming up there.
Yeah, I think I'm going to play. Like I said, I just got the text about it a while ago. I think I'm going to play at 5D Steakhouse. It's
In Yorktown.
it's really, really good. It's in Avenger, Texas. That's
Oh.
like 10 miles down the road. It's very, very
There's
tiny
another
town.
5D Steakhouse? Well, nobody told me. I was
Tell you
thinking
what,
it was
and
down
it
here.
is good.
Well, we have a 5D Steakhouse that advertises on the radio here that's down there. Yeah, so we'll have to talk to them. Maybe they'll let you come down there.
I'm down.
All right.
Love to eat steak.
Well, Sarah Hobbs in the studio with us this afternoon here on Texas Thunder Radio. Sarah, what do you want to pick for us this afternoon?
I think I'm going to do one called The Highway. I was back and forth. I was going to do one called That Way, but this one's called The Highway. I wrote it a few years back. It will be on the upcoming EP, and production is already done on this one, so it's good to go, and hopefully it'll be a release. It's got a different feel than Point or No Return, and it's kind of got a little bluegrass background I could see on it. So
That's what we talked about just a little bit
Yeah.
earlier. So, ladies and gentlemen, Sarah Hobbs with us in studio on Texas Thunder Radio. Sarah?
Well, I knew from the start you were the one, and you stole my heart. And you said from day one the search was over and you were done. But now something's going on, might as well be gone, and here I am alone. 'Cause you've been treating me like I'm a play. I don't know what pushed you over the edge, talking to me like I'm good for nothing. I guess it makes you feel like something. I've been quiet for way too long, and now it's time for me to get gone. So unless you change your ways, this girl's in the highway. The highway. You used to call me baby, but now all that talk has got real lazy. Well, you got me wondering if you're talking to another and using that same spell you put me under. But now something's going on, might as well be gone, and here I am alone. 'Cause you've been treating me like I'm a play. I don't know what pushed you over the edge, talking to me like I'm good for nothing. I guess it makes you feel like something. I've been quiet for way too long, and now it's time for me to get gone. So unless you change your ways, this girl's in the highway. The highway. But now something's going on, might as well be gone, and here I am alone. 'Cause you've been treating me like I'm a play. I don't know what pushed you over the edge, talking to me like I'm good for nothing. I guess it makes you feel like something. I've been quiet for way too long, and now it's time for me to get gone. So unless you change your ways, this girl's in the highway. The highway. Well, I'm on my way, nothing left to say, 'cause I'm in the highway.
All right, Sarah, thank you so much for stopping
thank
by the
you.
station, sharing your music with us, making the
Absolutely.
trip in. I understand it's the only radio stop you had today, and so we had to ruin your day off. But I'm
Hey,
so
no,
glad.
absolutely not. It was sunshiny outside. It was a pretty drive.
Yeah.
Shiner's a cool town and home of my hands down favorite beer ever.
You want to
have
go
to-
ahead and give a plug?
Oh, heck yeah. Shiner Light Blonde seriously is my favorite beer, and I have to have one like in the next 10 minutes.
We'll better send you on by so you can go pick you one up this
Heck
afternoon.
yeah.
Well, if someone wants to learn more about you, I mean, they can follow you on Facebook and Instagram
Absolutely.
and Twitter probably. And
Yep, on Facebook, you just type in Sarah Hobbs, SarahHobbs.
Mm-hmm.
And then Instagram and Twitter are Sarah Hobbs Music are the handles. I'm learning to tweet better. I got to get better at it. I need to go to tweet school. I'm in the process right now. But other than that, yeah, the website should be going live really soon. So
Okay.
I'm looking any day. Anybody out there who is calling and requesting the song in any area, thank you so much, because like I said, it moved from 65 to 48 on the charts Friday night. So
congratulations. That is pretty exciting, especially to break the
thrilled.
top 50 with your first single.
Oh my goodness, I'm beyond blessed right now. I've got a wonderful team behind me.
You're looking for a lead guitar player.
Yes, sir.
All right, so if somebody out there is looking to go on the road and
That's
wants to
right.
be good at it and make the cut, they can get in touch with you online
Absolutely,
too. All right.
please do.
See, you don't need Craigslist when you got Texas Thunder Radio.
No, y'all just I'm credit going right
There
here.
you go. Only the good ones. All right.
Yeah. No.
Sarah, thank you very much for taking time
no
out of your
problem.
schedule to visit with us this
Absolutely.
afternoon here on Texas Thunder. It's always a pleasure. And next time you're by, come back and come see us
I
again.
will. I appreciate that.